Welcome to Bake It Fat and Weird. Today we're making
honey bun cookies.
today.
2 words.
Oh,
2 words. Honey
buns.
buns.
Today we're attempting a honey bun cookie,
Oh.
and I've been sick, so excuse my voice.
But first we're gonna.
You have to try
a
it.
honey
Yeah,
bun.
I feel like we have to try it, right?
Yeah, because I've never had one in my life. Never. My mom bought a lot of Little Debbie stuff, but she never bought honey buns. Cause
Looking at every camera.
have you ever seen her make cinnamon rolls? Her cinnamon rolls are the best. So why would she need to?
But there's not a cinnamon roll. There's a honey bun.
Yeah.
I'll let you have the middle.
Oh, thanks. This looks delicious. More cinnamony than I thought, but I'm impressed.
It's not as cinnamon-y as a cinnamon roll.
It just reminds me of like brioche with cinnamon with
Okay,
like a
glazed.
weird oily topping.
We're gonna make this into a cookie. But I will say the best part of like the honey buns is when you get an iced honey bun.
I've never had that one either.
But we're gonna make an iced honey bun version because we're gonna stuff it with cream cheese frosting.
Of course we are, because we like them stuffed. Let's do some creaming.
I don't know. This butter's been sitting out for a little bit, so it'll actually be soft for once.
Yeah, for once.
Normally, Garrison puts it in the freezer beforehand to make it harder for us.
Great. Thanks, Garrison.
He's like, let me freeze this. Let me freeze this.
So honey buns, the only like real thing that it reminds me of is when I was a speech therapist in the schools in Houston, there was a boy with autism in the life skills classroom, and this is literally all he would eat.
Really?
And so he got one for lunch every day. And this, I don't know, it was like a texture thing for him. He would open it, get it out of the package, and just like mash it with his hands, break it in half, like all that. So they were working really hard with him on not doing that. They would just like basically try to only allow him to eat just the whole honey bun, like take a bite, basically. And it was this big thing.
Well, I realize that like you don't want people
Frustrating
to like play with their food, but like I don't know.
at that point.
It's like just let them do
Just
it.
let him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cultures that like eat with their hands and break apart food, and so it's just like
I don't know. I think it was like the mess factor. I forget why it was such a big deal, but man, he was like nonverbal and would just throw a big old fit because of this honey bun.
Well, it's
So
just,
that's my memory of a honey bun.
just let him live his life, honestly.
I can see why. He was just kind of like
Just let me
really
sit over in
infatuated.
his corner and eat my honey bun, and squish it.
McKee Foods, Collegedale, Tennessee.
Oh, we're making those up in Tennessee, huh?
I guess so. I wonder if all the little
Debbie's are made in the same place. I
Mhm.
doubt it. I bet you they have factories just devoted to each.
What's your favorite Little Debbie snack?
I get Little Debbie confused with Hostess sometimes.
I don't. I mean, I understand why you do, but go ahead. What do you think is a Little Debbie snack that's your favorite?
Well, I mean, growing up, it was probably oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They have like what is it? Obviously not Nutter Butter, but it's like a
Nutty Buddy.
Nutty Buddy. Yeah, my mom would always buy those. I don't know why she chose those. My mom was kind of like an almond mom, like we ate plain Cheerios. We ate.
What's the difference between almond and granola?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Granola would be like kind of hippie, but nowadays like an almond mom is like they only have one ingredient. It's like a one ingredient household. They don't have snacks. They don't have like fun stuff.
Okay.
I was kind of that household.
I doubt
Or
it. Well, your mom
saying
just
she brought Nutty
made fun stuff though. Like, so the truth is, like, I don't feel bad for you because like your mom like makes excellent food. So it'd be different if like your mom didn't know how to cook and you were an almond household, but like your mother made dessert for every meal. Every meal. What was your favorite dessert that your mom made?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, only one. You're gonna die, so she's gonna make you your one dessert that you loved.
Can I just like list a couple? There was like a chocolate peanut butter crackle cookie. That was amazing.
Okay. Well, why don't we make that?
A lot of times she would
Why don't we
make
make that?
we could. A lot of the time.
Comment down below if you want us to make Mama Jean's
Crackle cookies.
crackle cookie.
A lot of the time she would make like a cobbler or like a crumble because it's easy, like fruit from the garden and then the crumble on top. Peach crumble, peach cobbler.
Yeah, what kind of fruit do you do up there besides huckleberries?
I mean, she grew strawberries, but that's pretty much it. Not a lot of growth there.
Yeah.
So But we did get peaches from the Hooderites every summer. I don't know how the Hooderites got peaches. I think they had like a colony maybe near
I was gonna say I don't feel
Georgia.
I was gonna say I don't feel like peaches.
No, they didn't grow them there. They like shipped them in from some other Hoodorite colony.
By horse and buggy.
No, they don't do horse and buggy. They just don't do
Electronics.
Internet, electronics.
What about cars that have internet in them?
Believe me. Anybody who lives.
No. Tell them about one time someone posted that a Hoodorite stole their phone. And they were taking photos in their little like community, and it was like uploading to this person's like Google Cloud. So they were like seeing.
Yeah. So my friend Spencer, growing up, lived right by the Hoodorite colony, and Hooderites would just always be in and out of their house. Like, I don't know why. They would do some like farming stuff with his dad or something, and they would just come hang out, and they're like fascinated by the TV and the phones and whatever. So I don't know, how they got a hold of this phone, but
Honestly, I'm jealous of them.
Then there was like videos and photos of just like teens, like Hoodorite teens, kind of like it would be like Amish teens, like hanging out and like being scandalous and being silly, and like you just wouldn't expect that. So
yeah, and the scandalous silly though is like different. It's like what a typical like probably sixth grader thought was scandalous is what a bunch of like 16
like throwing up a peace sign or something that would be scandalous.
Yeah, they thought they were being like crazy, and it's like this is kind of normal behavior.
I kind of grew up in a weird location, just a weird.
We've mixed the dough. So do you want to like cut up some of those, or
I'm just gonna like piece them in because that's how our mixer would do it,
Yeah, I know.
You would just like throw it.
No, you can cut some chunks. Yeah, but you would have to break them up because I'm not gonna break them up with my mix.
Right, I'm gonna break them up and throw them in.
Okay.
If you just continue to stir.
No, just break them up and then I'll stir it.
Boop.
That's big chunks. So you need to go smaller than that.
Okay. We're gonna put 2 total honey buns in, right? Or are we doing? Yeah, 2 is probably good.
Yeah, 2 buns. That's such big chunks.
And okay, you gotta be real with me. Like the frosting is a weird like it feels wet, like it's coming off on your hand, and then it doesn't. Big eye roll, but you know what I'm saying? Like this is a weird frosting. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get away from these jokes. I feel like you have a lot of honey buns.
It's only 100 grams of honey buns.
Okay.
All right, so how do you want to do the dough? You want to add the cinnamon to the dough? Do you want to pull some of the dough out and add some cinnamon and honey to it and then kind of like mix that in?
Well, we're putting a glaze on top.
Yep.
We're stuffing it with cream cheese frosting.
Yep.
I mean, should we put like some cinnamon chips in there for cinnamon?
Do we have cinnamon chips?
Do we have cinnamon chips? If we don't, then we're not putting cinnamon in there.
Yeah. We made downstairs.
We for sure do downstairs because it's in the lunch lady and they just made the lunch lady for us.
Okay, pause. We're going to go see if we have cinnamon chips.
Ooh, those are cinnamon-y.
And we're back with cinnamon chips. How many are we going to put in there? 1.5 ounces. Put it on the scale when you get done.
Apparently.
All right, so we heard 5. So I think we have to like combine this dough onto the other one. So
we usually make 10. Why did we make less?
I split the recipe in half because we always bake like 5 of them and then we're done. So.
Good. I always wondered why we did that.
Yeah. So now we just gotta freeze these bad boys and hope that all of them don't leak because I stuffed the crap out of 2 of them. So now we've got to put these in the freezer and then make our glaze, right? We are back.
Are we saying this is the next day?
It is the next day. Yeah.
Right.
Aubrey got busy. We had to leave.
It's a 2-day process.
And we really wanted these cookies to freeze good because I have a feeling they're going to leak even though they're frozen.
Yeah.
Because you definitely...
frosting is like...
Well, we stuffed it. And that may be frosting like right there. So
you stuffed it.
Well,
one was like real stuff. So I hope that one. Wait, Garrison, you still need a couple left out? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just needs them. He needs at least one to turn out good for photos.
Well,
so.
I think one will turn out good.
But I'm going to go ahead and throw these in the oven at 400 degrees. We'll let you know how long, but it's on average been about like 14 to 18 minutes for these cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw them in there. And while these are baking, we're going to make our honey glaze.
Well, I've made a glaze before, and it's really just like you kind of have to work on it.
I've made a glaze before, too.
Oh my God. Gross. So we're just going to go for it. Where's the honey? Oh, you got it.
So, are you in mood just to talk about
Start
the
with milk.
secret lives of Mormon wives? We watched their was that a Halloween party?
Yes.
Yeah, their Halloween party. And
I've been seeing kind of like
uh-oh.
spoilers.
Oh no.
No, not that it has spoiled, but has spoiled for me. But I will say it seems like it's gonna get a lot crazier.
Messier?
Yeah, like
I
cheating thing. There's some cheating thing going.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be really sweet.
Yeah, well.
We might add cinnamon to it. I'm not really sure. I probably did too much liquid.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, let's pour some of that out.
Oh gosh.
And then
So it's like probably about 1 ounce of honey and about 2 ounces of milk.
might have to heat this up.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We might have to.
Let's warm this up first, and then we'll add the powdered sugar, because I don't think we'll really know how it like dissolves until the honey melted a little bit.
Okay. I actually, a lot of people said they're disappointed with the season because the first season was kind of like,
disappointed.
well, they said the first season was kind of like playing a little bit on like the whole Mormon side of things. And then this season just got like real messy.
Yeah, this season seems to be very set up, like to have, I mean, every reality show that involves like a group of women always brings in like a new woman or 2 new people into the group that used to be friends, but now they want to be friends again. And there's like always drama. Because if you don't bring in someone new, then I feel like it gets a little bit boring. It's just like drama with the same people over and over. And so, yeah, I feel like a lot of these situations are really set up, which makes sense. But I didn't feel like that happened last season.
Okay. So we have 4 ounces or 3 ounces of powdered sugar in total. Oh my gosh. All right.
Probably too much.
So we are at 5 ounces total of powdered sugar. And Garrison will have to go refill our powdered sugar.
You want some more milk?
No, I do not. It's actually really good. I think it's going to be fine.
It's supposed to be like a glaze, right? So
Yeah, remember, we're not professional bakers. We just make really good cookies.
yeah, we're definitely not professional bakers, but we know
In fact-
how to make a cookie.
In fact,
Like,
my aunt is a professional baker, and she's the one that helped me start the cookie company. And she thought the things I was doing was abominations to baking. But, yeah. Oh,
sorry, I had to
you know,
off the thing.
sometimes you got to gauge what you got to do.
Do we need to taste it? Depending on how cinnamony the cookie is, I feel like
We may have to add some cinnamon to the glaze.
that, but I don't know.
I'm fine not adding cinnamon to it. All right,
Yeah.
that's the consistency of it. So it's pretty runny still.
I think it'll be nice on a cookie.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should just put it in the freezer to like let it like cool to solidify a little bit. Who doesn't love honey?
I don't know. I think it's probably
It's nature's sweetener. All right.
yeah. You don't like peanut butter, so
It's not that I don't like it. I don't love it. It's all right. I wouldn't like not eat food that has peanut butter on it or in it, but I just don't put it on my food or in my desserts. Also, I don't care for cinnamon that much. Do you like cinnamon? Like when you made those chocolate chips cookies and you put cinnamon in it?
no, that was a no-go. Yeah, I would say like it's not appropriate some places, but other times it's really nice.
Yeah, like I like it in cinnamon rolls and on
Yeah.
cinnamon toast crunch.
And like fall flavor stuff.
Yeah. Like in like apple pie situations.
Makes it great.
But I don't like when people just like add cinnamon to stuff thinking they're doing something.
That's true.
They're just making it taste like cinnamon and I don't want it. All right. We got a few minutes left on this bacon. So we'll be back in a second.
I don't really need to do that, but just
whatever.
happened. I just wanted to make it look artsy on the video, and you were like, they look very honey bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you name this one?
Hot cross buns.
That's pretty funny. Hot cross buns. Yeah.
Blazing buns.
You're really good at it.
Sticky buns. 2 buns, 1 mouth.
God, you're really going south with this. Let's stop
Okay.
there.
So most of them leaked really bad. This is going to be a mess. All that cream cheese frosting just kind of made a mess. But yeah, there's not much of a core left.
The cream cheese frosting is very like, as you heat it, it gets oily.
Right.
So
It's
just
like
gonna,
it like melts
gonna-
into the
yeah,
dough.
It's gonna spill into the dough and like leak out. That's why we don't use it in our cookies. It has like a sticky quality to it. How'd it get like that?
It tastes like Honey Buns.
It really does. I'm like super impressed with this.
I know. I need Garrison to come try this because I want people to like this tastes like Honey Buns. Josh, come try this.
I don't really know.
Come put my buns in your mouth.
I think because we added so many buns into the dough.
But tell me if that reminds you of a honey bun.
Over the top, Honey Bun.
Yeah, that's true.
Over the top honey bun.
We don't do anything normal in this household. Garrison's back on sugar, so thank God for that.
Yeah,
You're right. Wow.
It's good, right?
yeah. It really does. It really does taste like a honey.
Yeah, we
like our shit.
thought we royally screwed this cookie up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but might be one of our. No, all of ours has been like really good.
Yeah.
We just know how to make cookies. I mean, they might not always turn out plump.
Listen, our cookies might not be the prettiest, but they're the tastiest.
They're the weirdest.
All right.
Yeah.
We gotta go so we can.
Hand hug.
Oh no, I'm way too dirty for
Something
it.
that's like chewy in there. I love it.
I think it's the honey buns.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Honey buns and a cookie.
Thanks for watching. Stay weird.